What's up, guys? Today we're gonna go photograph some little joeys. So I'm on my way to Yoga Rouge, where I'm continuing my yoga teacher training. I feel like yoga helps me stay operating at an optimal state. The way I understand it is when you're using the lungs to the full capacity, you're not working out. So, ideally when you work out, you got to breathe hard and you got to use your lungs more. Day-to-day life, just doing normal things throughout your day, you're breathing very shallow. So if you're breathing at the rate you would be when you're working out and you're not working out, that energy that you're absorbing can be used to heal the body or to keep it functioning more optimally. I'm really just trying to keep my machine working well. And some people supplement jiu-jitsu with weightlifting. I occasionally will do some kettlebell stuff and some club type workouts. And so I do use weights every now and then. Not that often. My main exercise is jiu-jitsu, supplemented with a little bit of yoga here and there, just to keep everything functioning fluently. Keep staying flexible. Not to mention, you're more flexible. You have a wider range of motion than you would otherwise. One of the books I'm reading for the yoga training is called the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita has a lot of ancient knowledge in it. One thing that's really stuck out to me recently is about not being bound by your actions. It took me a while to understand what that means. When you complete like a task or a piece of work or a piece of art, it's hard not to get caught up in the praise or in the ridicule of it. Both of these can be crippling. In the past, I feel like I would complete a project or a work of art and people would give you a lot of praise or you'd make a lot of money from it. I would allow myself to just kind of bask, is that the right word? Sit and kind of just be proud of myself and sit around and not quite work as hard, And then on the other end, taking the negative criticism too strongly and allowing that to affect you and hinder your work. The teaching that I really got out of this has a lot to do with continuing with right action, knowing that you're doing the right thing, knowing you're doing what you need to do,
and continuing to do it regardless of what others say, good or bad.
That brings up another point. How do you know you're doing the right thing? And I think this has a lot to do with our conscience. Some say our conscience is the voice of God. They've always said that we know all that we need to know, just look inside. And I never understood that until recently. I actually heard that from Wes Watson, of all people. If you haven't heard of him, look him up. What he explains is, your conscience is the voice of God, or infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it. So we know what to do, and it's the overconsumption of food and the overconsumption of media that keeps you from listening or hearing that voice.
And there are practices that help you get in touch with that voice.
Tabletop. tail.
They brought the little Joeys here to the studio for the benefit. What's the money going to?
So right now we have some crew in Australia helping with the wildfires going on. So the event is just for purchasing supplies and everything like kangaroo milk, pouches, all supplies that they will need right now for the wildfires.
So you guys aren't actually going out there yourselves?
So we're not going, but the owner of our company is going, and also his partner, which owns the Delaware branch, is also going.
What's the company?
Barnhill Preserve. We are selling t-shirts as well on our website.
And we have a GoFundMe too.
How has it been handling these guys? They're
actually very gentle.
Are they?
Yeah, they've been very used to humans, and they were getting, I believe, 4 bottles a day, and now they're getting fed 2 bottles a day.
And they eat the kangaroo pellets as well. So they're about 11 months old at this point, so at this time they won't be back in their mom's pouch, so we just have the pouches to like transport them.
Kangaroo motherhood is amazing. Like whenever they're only pregnant for about 30 days, and then they produce this tiny little jelly bean of a joey. And the joey's instinct is to climb up into the pouch, and then the joey stays latched on, can't even unlock its jaw. For the first 2 months, it's latched on to mama's teeth inside of the pouch. And then they further develop and can detach from the teat and then reattach. So at 11 months, this is what you get, these adorable roos. And I believe on the Barnhill Facebook page, Barnhill Preserve Facebook page, you can find the GoFundMe link as well as an Amazon wish list. But we thank you guys so much for coming out today. The turnout's amazing, and we're so grateful for all of you helping us out.
I volunteered to photograph those who had participated in the event. For the portraits, I used my trusty X-T3 combined with this Profoto pack, the Acute 2R, and this large octodome. It's over 7 feet tall. The large light source provides a very soft and flattering light.